What's up, fellow gamers? Welcome back to Let's Play 7 Nights Flashpoint. It is time for the Black Site Slaying. We've got a pending heist. We've got to kill 3 captains against Warner Braun for our good friend Diego. I made a small mistake off camera and sold him a blueprint, which gave him 10% influence. So that's going to be a little bit of a waste going above 80 here, but it is what it is. Start our nanofab bench, and otherwise we're ready to go. This is a relatively large map itself, so it should be pretty sprawling, and we'll see how difficult it gets. Want to note real quick, we do have an orange host here, which will be a little bit annoying. We'll see what we can do with the Matrix Snoop, though, in place. We've got our core squad ready to go, and I don't believe there's anything else to report really here, so I think we're going to run the mission, and we'll do what we can. It's time to get to work. We've got to find the targets. We got to kill them. And of course, we can leave if we need to. If it gets too bad, we can just get out. We can leave out there to the front right. We can leave out there to the very back as well. Let me take stock of the map itself. We are, of course, on the Decommissioned core, a relatively new map. I think I've only run it 3 times, I think, in total. And obviously the first time with this squad here. So let's take stock of what's allowed for us, what's optional, what's important. So we'll start with the captains. Obviously there's one right in front of us. Pretty healthy, pretty tanky already. Power level 8. So thankfully only 1 production point, but 500 health is a lot to chew through. There's one way in the far back right. So obviously we're going to be able to get the loot boxes near this guy anyway, because we're going to that spot. And there's another one who's actually right in front here. So there's 2 captains right here. And then there's one objective over here. And each objective is what, 72k, I think? I think that was the math, so that's not too bad. It's going to be worth more than any individual lockbox, and almost certainly more than any individual Matrix host as well. Though that said, it would be nice if I could take the hosts down as well. Now, worth noting, right, again, early path is here, late game got to get to around here, and then there's exits like near the late game as well, so it's like kind of easy, like no matter what's going on, we're going to be fine. Like whether he goes left or down or whatever, or he like runs towards here, we have exits, right? So we're probably going to end in this area. The last thing we're going to do is probably grab these boxes, whatever. Right? We can maybe like dip down, grab these boxes, then leave. Worth noting though that there are Matrix hosts, right? And that's going to change our pathing a bit here, because we got a host right here, which is front left, and actually sees a lot of cameras, which honestly seems pretty worth disabling if at all possible. That's kind of a lot of stuff attached there. We got this host, which sees a whole lot of other stuff and basically sees a couple other cameras as well as a lot of the other devices. So this seems really worthwhile to knock all these things down. Considering it's only 5 Matrix AP per device, you get them for 5 turns. Seems like there's a whole lot of stuff to knock down, so this seems pretty valuable. This camera is going to be impossible to hack on its own. We'll probably have to go through the laser wire, the motion detector here. That's a lot of like disabling stuff to get there. But it feels like we want to go to these hosts at the start. Maybe go this way first, actually. We grab this stuff, then loop back around, then loop back. We take a kind of an S pattern. And, like, yeah, this camera can't be... Okay, this camera can be disabled here. So, and it sees one of the laser gates. So it seems like we're supposed to go to the right here. And then cut left, because a lot of the stuff in the way, like this pressure sensor, this motion field, and this laser wire, and this camera, are all attached to this host, and then this host sees a lot of the stuff farther on down the map. I mean, there's some of each, but, like, there's very little on this host that, like, helps us go here. So we're probably going to go right, then go left. Obviously, I want to knock down all these guards, if, you know, as best I can. I'm going to take a couple steps forward before I use look ahead, try to catch more stuff, since I know there's another guard captain, like, right there. Obviously, I would like to tox cloud them both. It's actually funny, interesting. The game actually cheats and blocks line of sight cones with models you can't see yet. That's interesting. I didn't know that, but it's kind of interesting. Okay, so what's the plan? I mean, the plan is basically take our first turn to go up here. Probably have to let all these guards move. I would expect you're going to run away, and so I probably want to Tox Cloud and Venom Trap you before your initiative happens. And then you're going to run, you guys are all going to run on your turn, and then we'll clean up afterwards and try to get the rest of the poison going. I think that makes sense. We're going to go to the right by knocking down this pressure sensor, starting the host, grabbing this lockbox, and then I don't think I want to charge up the right-hand side here. I think I'm going to wait. Well, no, we're probably going to have to go ahead and hack. I mean, we'll hope we get, like, lucky in the line crawler, but we're probably going to have to hack down this sensor and this camera to grab this lockbox. And then, what is this? That's a different camera. Okay, yeah. And then, like, just kind of grab this box and then run left. And then hopefully by the time we're around here dealing with this stuff, we've knocked down most of the stuff. We can kind of get our squad to stand around here, kind of own this territory. I think that's going to be the play. Okay. I think I've done enough early planning. I don't have to do any more. And then I don't think there's, like, another host somewhere else. Like, it's 2 hosts. And then, yeah, we'll, like, eventually deal with the top half. Like, once we're hacking this and knocking down security, we'll start kind of moving upwards and say, here's a box, here's a box, here's a box, here's a box. Because we're going to grab these 2 at the start, and then we're going to grab these 2 at the end. These 3 at the end. Okay, I've got a plan. It took me a while to get there, but that's fine. Let's go ahead and use our buffs. And so the plan for me is going to be only really running my Scourge. Actually, no, I do want to walk forward enough to use a solid look ahead. I want to know what these 3 guards are all doing so that I can plan around them. So here's our first step. And as long as we're in range, it's fine. Yep, we're in range to see all 3. That's fine. Okay, you're just turning. You're going away, and then, of course, you're running all the way across the map. Okay, so I do want to throw down Tox Cloud early so that you get caught in the damage. The difficulty is going to be that we're not going to get a lot of forward momentum as a result, right? Like, because that cloud's going to be directly in our pathing. So, gosh, I mean, the fact is, like, we're not going to run that far forward this turn because... I mean, can I even get line of sight on that dude? Not with the pistol, I guess. It's like, right. If we got to, like, here, we could at least spend action points shooting at him. But, like, man, I really want to get to, like, all the way up to here or something. That way, and then, like, aim the Tox Skull, like, kind of this way a little bit. Now, it's going to be blackness no matter what we do. Man, that's really annoying. I really want to Tox Cloud, though, is the thing. I just have to, like, delay and just do nothing and have a really, really slow first couple of turns. I mean, poisoning these captains is so worthwhile that, like... The only other situation is if we can make you leave. Like, if we let you leave early by, like, slowing your initiative down, we put you at... You'd go down to 9? If we could act on around 13 or 12 or something, which these guys will do... Honestly, yeah, I don't hate that. Okay. I'm going to walk another step forward, then. Yeah, we see the other captain. He won't go to the next turn. And then I'm going to slow down this captain. This will allow the team to yield to around 11 initiative, then this guy can leave. Yeah, he's going to come back at some point, and we'll have to deal with that, but that's okay. This allows me to run much farther up before I Tox Cloud. Also, I guess we have to duck through here anyway, so I probably wasn't going to lose that many action points, but still. I would like to be able to clear enough space that we can get over here on the hacker. Anyway, let's move forward. Everyone here can yield for a bit. I think you going at 5 is completely correct here, actually. Okay. So, you're going away, which is fine. We'll deal with you later. I'm not worried about this. Alright, next important guy is the Scourge. So you're going to come up. And then I think I do want to aim... I want to aim right if possible, so we're going to start here. I would like to have at least 3 AP. Which is Tox Cloud and 2 Venom Traps. If I go here, I am probably not getting the Venom Trap on this guy, but I don't have any way around that one, so I might just have to deal with him later. I'm also not sure what he's even doing on his turn. I mean, at 17, that could be a little bit scary. Okay, Tox Cloud's probably not going to move enough. I think I'll go another step forward then, because I'm not going to reach this guy no matter what. Like, I can't bounce a Venom Trap to reach him. This is not going to happen. Yeah, I don't see it. That's fine. We'll go one more step forward then. We'll go to here. So I'm going to go a little bit towards the middle. Man, this thing does cost me a lot of action points. I might have not been correct to go for it. And we're going to aim it really far to the side. Like, really, really far. Which allows us to sneak by it. Like, no problem, I think. Something like this seems reasonable. It should catch that guard. And then I'll Venom Trap you. Now, the one downside of this timing, by the way, is that we're only getting 2 turn debuffs because his turn hasn't been taken yet. One else annoying thing is that we can delay most people, it'll be fine. Yeah, so you're in a weird spot where I can't send you very far. I could, like, spam lore on people. That actually would have been, I think, playable, but... You know what's funny is I could go for a line crawler here after all, and then line crawler that and hope we get lucky enough. It means we're tracking the pressure sensor from the camera, though, which kind of sucks. I think it's correct to line crawler this. Like, the incredibly slow required movement is just way too bad here. I'm unfortunately not allowed to go much farther here. My footsteps are just kind of too loud, but I can stand here, and that'll just be enough. Okay, well, of course we know where lots of guards are. It's fine. I don't have a reason to shadow, I don't think. I don't think I'm going to be worried about this guy. I think it'll be fine. We'll be in cover anyway, so it's okay. Yeah, it's my turn, right? I think we've done everything we need to do. I can't yield. Let's end. Yeah, we know that you're just turning. We know you're going to walk. You're not going to go very far because you're poisoned, and that lowers your move speed, but you're going decently far. And then I can make pretty solid forward progress on the Cyber Knight now. Then if I wanted to... See, I'll go to about here. And then I kind of want to know what you're going to do. Then everyone else I think I'm actually okay with. Only because your initiative is high. That's the only reason I care. Okay, yeah, you're walking away, so I don't care. I can try to poison you before the turn starts, since this guy's at 20. And we're probably going to... I think he's never doing anything too special, but we're probably going to try to kill these two guards at some point. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Let's have you go that way. I'm not sure if it's faster. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, he does have one charge of packet loss, by the way, so I can have him knock something down for me. Alright. And then we're just sneaking by because of footstep sounds. Alright, we made solid progress the first turn. This guy's not going to do anything special. Alright, first turn. We made some forward progress, put some poisons in. +2 tally, as expected. To security 7 AI. Oh, this didn't move because the wall's in the way. Right. Toxout can't go through walls, and I aimed it in a spot where it wouldn't move. I forgot about that. That actually... Thankfully, I created space for myself, but... Yeah, that makes things a little bit tougher. Alright, well... You're not going to take much more damage. You're going to be sitting at, like, 210 afterwards, but... Not much else I can do with this. I think letting this guy move is fine. He's not going that far. No, I want to poison this guy, right? So... You can go pretty far, thankfully. That'll catch you no problem. And now we can yield and let all these guys like use their turns doing nothing. Also, line crawler bounce to this laser, which is cool, but not that important. Yeah, let's go ahead and let the guards all animate, get these guys out of the way. Probably do need to kill him, but I'll wait till his turn is done first. Guard captain moves. He's only lightly poisoned. Yep, we already know what you're doing. You're not going very far. We know what you're doing. Okay, so far so good. We are going to get an escalation in a few turns, but it's fine. Okay, so we want to disable this pressure sensor. Probably using the Agent EX because we want this to bounce to the pressure sensor in the camera down here. Because the camera, well... We can disable the pressure sensor on its own, but still, I think it's more reasonable. We can have the hacker do it, but I want his action points to get towards the host if possible. No more guards can act. This is until end of next turn, so I've got a bit of time here, but I think ultimately the play is just kill this guy. I think we should put Biocoat on cooldown. I don't see a reason not to do so. We know you'll see the body, but you'll see it as long as we kill you with poison, and we've got 120 for poison on you. You won't see it for a little bit. Unfortunately... If we waited one more turn, so if we waited one more turn, right? If we could like sneak by this guy, If we waited one more turn, this guy would walk away and not see the corpse. But I don't think I can keep being this slow. So first shot looks decent. Second shot, you know, just for a solid 1 action point. Sucks that you missed, is what it is. Obviously, we can't go too far forward because of the poison being in the way. We literally can't melee. I think I'm going to take 1 action point running forward here. Let's snap. Let's be behind some very obvious cover. You obviously cannot see me. Your vision cone's too short. You guys are not going to come back towards me. If you do come down, I'm going to be behind cover. And then I think 3 shots here on the Cyberknight is totally fine. Let's walk up to here. We get a couple more reveals, sure. Guards that you've not revealed don't appear to begin their patrol routes. That's what I can tell. That's what it feels like. Wow, you guys really suck at this. Okay, I think you're dead now. Yeah, you're below 125. Okay. Which means the squad can just kind of run forward. And I think with you being at 12, I think we can sneak the team into this room beforehand. And so I'm going to say we're done here. He'll probably see a body and we'll just have to deal with it. Unless I want a smoke screen, which I could go for smoke screen plus dissolve here, which I think is actually very reasonable. I will probably do that, actually. So, Hacker wants to go forward. He can't go all the way. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start putting packet loss on cooldown. And since he can't make it anyway, I'm not going to be precious about this. I'm just going to go ahead and throw down packet loss. And then I'll walk towards the room. Cheat a little bit forward. And that's going to be it. And then I kind of want to smoke screen this guy just so you don't reveal the corpse, but do I care about the 3-turn cooldown? I don't think I need to care about the 3-turn cooldown. I think it'll be fine no matter what. So yeah, everyone's already spotted. I'm going to smoke screen over there. That shouldn't block dissolve. Right now in this version of the game, guards don't care about seeing smoke. That will change. But it hasn't changed yet, and so we can just do that stuff. I can walk safely here. Nobody's going to hear footsteps. Again, we know you're dying to Doxcubus Biocoat, right? We can do the math real quick. That's 125. We're definitely missing some real damage on these guys. They're not going to die for a while, but we're whittling them down. It's fine for now. Alright, it is turn 3. Tox Cloud fails to move. These guys take a little bit of damage. He's dead, but he's dead inside of smoke. It cleans up the rest of turn 2, and we know you're still running that way. You're done taking damage. You're going to take 75 more than you're done taking damage. You're patrolling around. Okay. So, still can't really get around this guy. Have I? I have not upgraded dissolve range yet. I can sneak in from around here, though, still. I'm going to do so that I can get my cooldown started early. Not quite in range. That should be in range. Great, we drop the corpse, and then I'm going to leave you here. I didn't have to rush to knock down that corpse or anything, but I just wanted it done this turn, just to start the cooldown. And as long as second gets out of line of sight here, we should be chilling. And yeah, we're going to basically try to know what you're doing. Yeah, you're going to stay in smoke. You're going to get to at least moderate cover, just so that, like, a random patrol doesn't spot me. So you're fine there. Everyone else is going to yield, and we're going to see what this guy does and what this guy does. Okay, you stand still. Right, you're at a gateway. You're going to the box. That's fine. As I said, you're going to wait because I have no reason to rush you. You are going towards the host, so I have to deal with you. And then you stand still. Okay. So this guy needs to die. Which means I should send my hacker last. Because my hacker would like to hack if he can. But everyone else needs to go try to frag. So unfortunately, this guy cannot do anything. He is not going to be helpful. I don't want to throw down like an early Venom trap. I don't care. So he's just going to run up there. He's not in danger of getting jumped on, right? We still know where these guys are going, so it's not a big deal, but I'm going to yield on second here and see what Talon can do. Because I'm expecting to go for an atomic stutter here. So I think going for here is fine. We get to shoot from cover. We get to shoot twice. This camera is going to be hard to get rid of. We'll have to hack it manually, which is going to be kind of annoying. I'll probably shoot twice, then stun, and then at a later turn I will signal. I will line crawler, and then probably just dissolve the corpse, and hope that the hack can actually take down this pressure sensor in time. If not, we have to hope that line crawler is lucky. I mean, we'll see. This is down for the end of the turn, and so my Scourge can't join the team. So the question is basically, do I want the rest of the squad? Yeah, like, I might pin my squad in this room here, or just trigger the sensor and, you know, not deal with it. We'll see what happens. Anyway, you're gonna walk up and shoot this guy. And actually, I think... I didn't walk far enough. Okay, so I can't line crawl this till next turn anyway. So I'm just gonna shoot. We get our first shot. We get our second shot. Not too bad. I think there's no way I'm not stunning here, so let's just go ahead and... I should have this at the start. I should have at the start to lower his armor from 40 to 28. That would have been better for me overall. Give me better... just better overall tools for it, right? Okay, you're very low. So you're definitely dying to a pistol shot at some point. I just need to get rid of this camera first. Ideally, anyway. Alrighty, it is time for the hack. We get there in 2 action points. Not bad. Alright, let's see. There's going to be a lot of stuff in this host. Probably. Okay, cool. It's not gigantic, but it's not small. All of the alarms are right here, and I want to get them at the very start. So I definitely want to go up this way. Probably spike CPU. It's also an orange host, so it's 35 security, which is, you know, short. I will likely try to go for a rewind at some point. Cool. So far, only 2 ice per node, which is good. Get rid of connection use. Still 2 ice per node. Good. Connection use. All right. This is going to be a little bit rough, but not horrible. One option here is to go for a 0... Well, let's just see what the ice are. I might 0 up. We'll see. Any action, use a program, restall till ice. Now, the thing about this is this won't do anything ever, because the first thing I'm going to do is use a program. And then with the program used, it just pops and then nothing happens. The annoying thing here is going to be that I have to obviously disarm you first, which is fine. That's not hard. This is going to pop once, basically, because I'm going to deception you. This will pop. It will take down 5 shield, and I will take 7 damage. Because armor works at half value, or maybe I'll just take 8 damage at half value. So really, it's like, this is nothing. I'll just deception you. This will trigger exactly once, which is like 5 deck shield, and I don't care about the health. So I think it's gonna be that. Yeah, so that pops, right? These don't do anything. The trap preempts. Nothing happened because there aren't any dead ice. And so this is really a 2 ice node, which is like, yeah, I can deal with a 2 ice node. Deception, right? Ow, right? Took some damage. I took 8 health. I took 5 shield. Deception you. +1 tally at the end of the world. Take the download. Okay. Scan. Right, I have 40 action points left. This should be fine. Plus tally. I probably care about program loading. I don't have to just yet. Now the question is, do I want to go here first or go here? I mean, this shouldn't be... I think we can just go this way, right? I don't see why I wouldn't just... Well, it doesn't really matter the order. Actually, it does a little bit. Okay. I think I'll go CPU first, because this is just in then out no matter what. Actually, this is not in then out if I disconnect from here. And if I get like a bunch of really bad connection health tallies, like bumps or something, I don't know what that would happen. I'm going to probably move back down through here. I don't think reconnecting is going to make any sense. So I'm going to go with the CPU first. So go to CPU. Null op 1. Null op 2. I get rerouted. Scan. I don't want to 0 interrupt this, but I think I have to. This is just too awkward. I don't want to keep losing cyber deck damage. It's too expensive. So I'm going to 0 interrupt this. Take my downloads. I don't want to go from this route, but I have to now. So here we are, I guess. If you exit, if you take any action, prevent download access. Okay. I'm going to go in this order since I can only do one thing with my 6 action points. Or I could load a program. But I would rather load the better stuff. And my memory, my max memory is bad, so no, let's just be action point efficient and disarm you. And then we'll deal... Yeah, that's what I was worried about, is losing oxygen health, but for now it's okay, but it's going to get worse. I will probably have to do a reconnect at some point, but actually the nice thing is I think I'll rewind right now because everything's already down. So there's not really anything scary about popping that. But I probably don't want to burn these on this host if I can help it. The other consideration, as I'm thinking, also I can scan safely. The other consideration is, yeah, I mean, knocking the APU down is decent. It's okay. I don't love it. Yeah, we're basically going to spike the CPU and then have very little left to look at. So I guess we'll see. It's kind of unfortunate that like we couldn't spike CPU on time because I definitely wanted to prevent 2 escalations, but since I'm over here, it'll be very hard to actually do that. And I don't believe reconnecting is better than just knocking down this single node and then just pathing back. I think pathing back up here is fine. Then I spike it, and then I have at least like these nodes to get through, which is probably still decent, so I think it's going to be the play. Alright, well for now we can end the action. We know we'll drop this next turn. We'll load some new programs. We'll see what's here. I gotta remember to rewind myself, if I can. Thankfully I'm going first, so I can rewind safely. Alright, guard's still taking some damage. Guard captain standing there. He's done being poisoned. You're whatever. You're stunned, as we know. Okay. So, before I forget, let's rewind the hacker. There you go. Get your stuff back in case these nodes are bad. Tactical Surge seems... Actually, like, I don't really want it right now. This doesn't seem super important. I want to let Talon lead so that... Well, I want to let Talon and Amble go, actually, because I want Amble to knock down this pressure sensor, and I want Talon to knock down this camera. It doesn't have to do it right away, and again, I'm kind of action point starved until we can hack everything, so I'm going to be a little bit slow for now. Yeah, you're walking around. Yeah, so sadly, this still won't move, so this guy will not take poison damage, but also he's completely unaware of everything, as long as Red goes out of the way. Okay. So, yeah, we should let the hacker go first. That's the plan. And we are 2 rooms in, and we're 27 minutes in the recording. Anyway. Disabled, sleaze you, take our downloads. We know we need everything. I don't... I probably should hard shell, actually. I should hard shell because I'm going to almost certainly run into this smattering. So I'm going to pop that now. I've taken all this stuff as far as I can tell. Right, yeah, I started there and I got all this stuff. So let's move down. If you load a program, don't care. Any action, program loading. Okay, well, I can just manually take these both down. It's fine. The hacker health doesn't matter. Kitchen health matters, but we're okay for now. Okay, 2 passive ice is fine. I'm not going to go for this because I don't care enough. It's not useless, but I just don't have great tools for dealing with 90 health ice when I have attack 1 that deals like actually half of that. Yes, overclock helps, right? The buff is still on. I'm getting some extra damage, but I'm not dealing with this. AP cost, then connection health is or connection use is clearly the order. I've got everything available here, so this is all fine. Take any action, steal AP. Damage type I can still block, so it's fine. I can take that once. There's download access. Woke up ice. That sucks. Okay, so I could zero interrupt right now. I think let's see. If I don't, right, it's 1, 2, and then you're gone. And so I take another 10 deck shield. That seems reasonable. The downside, yeah, so I need to use Ripper compression here because I'm out of IO. And so I need to load some more programs so I can do more on this turn. It's not going to get me super far, but it's correct, I believe. We get our downloads. Okay, so we've still got overclock on for a turn. The difficulty that I'm going to run into is that my condition health will start at 15 next turn, which means a single escalation will dump shock me. I don't think that is acceptable. So I think I have to disconnect right now and then start next turn again. From here, we know these are successfully dropped enough, spike CPU, and then make our way through this as best we can, knowing that we have not killed the pressure sensor yet because we're still stuck on the side of the screen. And I think my deck hasn't lost any actual health yet, so that's okay for now. And yeah, so far, like, you know, holding on to zero interrupt this time and everything else, like, this has not, like, yeah, my condition health is what it is, and there's no way around that one. So I think, yeah, this is a safe disconnect. We will reconnect next turn. That'll be fine. Okay. So you don't really want to walk around if you can help it. Where can you go that's useful? Like, realistically. Because until this thing's knocked down, you're kind of stuck. I think, I mean, you might just be a little bit useless, and it just is what it is. I don't know where this guy's going, but I have some boxes in the way, so it's kind of okay. I think I'm literally standing here and waiting. And then once we finally hack this stuff, we can make the mad dash around. But I think, yeah, we're kind of just stuck for now. I don't think there's anything else I can do. I think we're just kind of stuck for now. I guess I could have, like, tried to run around for, like, a Venom Trap, then left. Like, I could have run up here. Like, Venom Trap this dude, but I don't think it's worth it on someone who's just, like, not that important. So I think you're just done. I'm not sure if even being there is correct, but whatever. Yeah, you're just done. You need to let Talon knock down the camera. So go ahead and walk up here. Go ahead and line crawler. Okay. We do need to dissolve this body still, but thankfully this pressure sense can be killed. And then you need to get shot. Down you go. Alright. We reload. And you're just done for now. Signal Grip is not good enough because we need to kill the body because the corpse is there. So the best we got right now is just grab some loot. Okay, not bad. And then our eventual goal is going to be running back this way, which is probably going to take 2 turns. I think the hacker won't be done during turn 5. But other than the Agent EX grabbing this loot, or actually probably the Scourge doing it, because he's going to be... he's going to be the one dissolving the body. Maybe they both do it, I don't know. But at some point, we'll have to kind of shoot this guy down, get through the laser wires, which are going to be dropped by this host, and then get my hacker up this way. Should all be fairly reasonable. Alright. Well, they get their a little bit more tally. Next turn is going to be an escalation. I really hope it's not turning devices on. That would make me very, very sad. I think Amble... Yeah, since I don't have... Well, I think... Here's the thing. Amble might end up reloading Overclock on this turn, just to make sure he can get everything done in the Matrix this turn. Which means I think he's going to use the action points of Tactical Surge well, and so I'm going to use Tactical Surge here. Even though I don't know 100% what's going on. But I think I'm going to need him to... I think he's going to need to restart this stuff. Also, via that... Since he's rewinded, I could also go for a packet loss right now, but I think I want to save his action points. Alright, I think... So, anyway. I think I'm going to early load Overclock. Even though it's going to be a little bit annoying. I can just run here first. None of the rest of these ice should matter. Very cool. Oh, I forgot. You exist. Oh well, too late. Okay, well, we get our -2 escalation. We unfortunately lost some cyberdeck health because we got relocated here and through here, which had ice in it, which I forgot about. Considering I don't have much IO left, I'm just going to go for Overclock and try to get through this SCU as fast as possible. So, Overclock, Passive Ice. Have to do both, actually. I should have loaded everything else. It's a mistake. I could Zero Interrupt here. Let's start by loading everything else. How scary are you? Any action. This doesn't matter. I don't want to take a bunch of cyber deck damage. I'm going to zero interrupt this. And then... what do we want to disable? 1, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. 1, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. 1, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. Okay, let's go see your handiwork. Yep, this looks... oh, what did I miss? There's one that I missed apparently. I missed you. I thought I got you. Okay. So basically the second and third... the third one in the big group of pressure sensors, okay. Yeah, I docked you, but I guess I missed this one. Oh, yeah, okay. Got it. So that's the one I need to hack. Yep, okay. I guess I got it slightly wrong, whatever. Hack this device. Down you go. Alright, good enough. Alright, at least the sensors are finally gone. But yeah, you can see, like, orange Matrix Host Ice are pretty gnarly. Anyway, that was useful. Those are all gone. Plus Tally is clearly very annoying. And then... let's start here. Because it's slightly more docile, probably. Download, load a program, and download. I will need to load another program, so unfortunately I'm going to have to knock everything down. I will do this next turn, and for now, just take this download. Also keep in mind we're going to get an escalation relatively soon, which will be annoying, but hopefully not catastrophic. Fingers crossed. One set of downloads to go. Yeah, we'll drop you next turn, and then we're going to load Sleaze and go up here. I'll have to load Sleaze and reload Disarm, but it's fine. So he'll be done during his next turn. Not horrible. You're still standing. You're going back that way. Yeah, a lot of guys in big loops. Yeah, you're going to big loop, but we can probably get past you in time. We did, in fact, use the spare AP well, which is good. Okay, so I need to run over here and dissolve. That has to happen no matter what. Let's walk there. Now you are until end of next turn. But I also don't want to... I don't actually want to waste the 3 AP to be there and to be really far behind the team. So I'm actually going to run him back. And I do want to actually re-go back to the middle, because we're not only going for this host, but... yeah, I just think it's correct to be back this way. So I'm going to have Talon grab this and then run away. Which I know is a little bit silly, but I want my Scourge to be far enough forward. So how do we get? What do we get from this box? Well, we can sell this for probably 9k or so. This is not sellable for a while, unfortunately. Okay, so now the question is, what's our next step? I still really want to run right across. These things are still down for a while. These are also all basic, well, mostly all basic guards. You need to be killed for real. And I think standing here is going to be fine with these boxes in the way. They should block line of sight. If I need to, I'll smoke, but I don't think I need to just yet. Alright, I don't have another look ahead yet. I do have Atomic Stutter. I don't want to run up and just, like, shoot you and stun you. I think it's, like, incorrect here. But I've got a ton of action points just, like, sitting here. So, what is my play going to be? You're not going till 19, which is still before most of my team. You're at 24. You're at 17. You're probably going back in a loop. You're probably going to come right back here. So you're going to come towards us. We should let you do that. You're probably not going towards us, but you're going to definitely come... Actually, you're probably going to turn around, right? Didn't this guy go this way? I think he's done. I think he's going to turn back this way and go back here. He's going to do this loop over and over again. Which means... And I think you're going to go back this way. So I think the only guy walking towards us is you. That's my bet. Yeah, no one's running down here, so... Oh, you're a little bit open as well. We're probably going to end up killing all 3 guards, just because someone's going to see the corpse. And, I mean, we have Signal Grift for one of them. You're going to walk away. I think we're going to kill you and Signal Grift you. We're going to kill you, and I don't know. We're not going to have our stuff back yet. Actually, we'll have Dissolve back on turn 8, I think. That'll be in time. But you'll be, like, dead over here. We got to get this box, so... Yeah, so the risky play is go all the way up here. Which puts, like, I think... That's way too risky. That guard captain could see me. It's not worth it. I don't need to be that far forward. I'll put you here. Duck you behind cover. I think going for a stun isn't needed. We'll save it for when it matters. End your turn. So here's our escalation. Please don't be devices. I'd be really sad if it's devices. Okay, high power cameras are fine. Because we're generally not running through them. Okay, you're going all the way down there. That's a little bit annoying, but it's fine. Hopefully you'll be done with your hacking next turn. You should be, unless I get really unlucky on stuff. Okay, disarm you. Grab this. And then I need... That's okay. I only lost a level 1 program. Because this should now be fully functional. Okay. Any action, exit the node. Okay, we are chilling. That's okay. Correction health doesn't matter anymore. Wow, we're down to 33 already. But we managed to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sets of downloads. There was an optional download here. I think there might have been an optional download there. I don't remember. And we got a ton of devices. That was really worthwhile. We did lose 5 to 10 cyberdeck health, which is too bad. I don't believe we got hit by the stress rolls. I could be wrong. But that was a pretty successful hack as far as I'm concerned. There were usually 2 to 3 downloads in each of the download nodes. We probably got like 16 or so things. We've got enough action points left to run across the map. Not just yet, we're going to let everyone else animate, but that was a pretty good hack overall for us. I'm really happy with that. Orange Show is definitely pretty annoying. I really want him to get some more XP to get some of the anti-security tally tools. We're not there yet, but eventually. Yep, you're going back that way, which is what I thought. You're patrolling, but you're gonna turn back, I'm pretty sure. I don't think you stand there forever. I don't believe that's your action. Okay, so this whole squad has already had their turn. Which means this guy can't, unfortunately, do all that much yet. Like, he can literally run straight forward and has nothing else to do. Which, man, that's really unfortunate that he's still this far behind. But I can't do anything about that, right? I can run much less far and throw down a Venom Trap or something, but that's not very good either. Okay. So, we could stun and shoot the guard captain, and neither of these guys can see it until their next turn, which I don't think is completely unreasonable. Ooh, you're heading towards us? Oh no, am I afraid of this? Is this a problem? It's a problem. Okay, I'll just stun you. Yep, so he ran out of action points, but all he did was Overwatch. So, clearly, we know what our plan is, right? And it's kill this guy. Now, the nice thing is, unless the game is outright lying to me, you're low enough that I feel comfortable just going for at least one sword swipe. And then if I have to react later and go for a stun, I will. But this shouldn't put me in Overwatch, obviously. And the attack, yeah, looks totally fine. So by hitting you, you break Overwatch. And then I'm going to yield. Yeah, you're not close enough to matter, right? I guess we'll check. Like, we'll wait and make sure you don't do anything stupid. Nah, it's fine. Alright, Revolver's going to be too loud, so it's going to be pistols for sure. Actually, he's going to yield and let Talon go, because Talon has a sword as well, and my swords are all modded to have armor shred. Yep, there's where you're going. Okay. So, let's see if you can get luckier with armor shred. Please do. I would like it if you would. I will Signal Grift him if he dies. I think it's also very reasonable. If I must do it next turn, I will. Well, I'm not getting good damage here. I'm gonna... Wow, I almost want a Shuriken Wave just to preserve the 1 AP. And, like, with the minus dodge, it makes everyone else get the kill more easily. I think it's one of my best times for Shuriken Wave, honestly, because I don't have much else going on. I'm going to have him yield again. And I think you are safe, just go for a sword swipe here. Because I think Anvil can clean this up, or Talon can shoot if he has to. Okay. So you're fine. Again, I don't think I need the stun. I think I can get 31 damage here. I guess we'll see. I'd like to shoot with 3 action points if possible. Actually, I really want to preserve action points on my hacker is the thing. So I kind of want to go here and then shoot once. And then, again, like, between him... Actually, I shouldn't be this risk-averse. Or, sure, I shouldn't be this risky. Let's just shoot from here. His chance is very high, don't get me wrong. But I really don't want to get screwed here. Okay, it's 100%. Yeah, it's because you have the guaranteed glance. I'm just gonna shoot. Yeah, it's not a guaranteed kill. But for Talon, it is, right? Like, Talon cannot miss this shot. And I'd rather save the 1 action point on my hacker. Actually, the reason I wouldn't, potentially, is my stuff is still down. Oh, sorry, it's over here. These are still down for several turns, and so, like, do I really care about the rush? Let's just kill this guy. There you go. I think it was a glance. Yep. Well, Captain 1 is complete. We have achieved success. I will signal drift you. It took literally all of our action points to kill this guy. And he was already at half health. Yeah, guard captains are tanky. Okay. So, if you are to see a corpse, I don't want you to see me as well. So I'm going to have you walk back. This, in most contexts, is out of line of sight. Maybe I should go one more. That should be cleanly out of line of sight now. We know you're standing still. Okay, you're running all the way over there, which makes you, like, very isolated, but also very annoying to kill. I don't want to toxic out these guys because it's going to be, like, just further annoyance. But I should be able to bounce a Venom Trap here. I guess I can still yield, right? There's no reason not to. Yeah, I don't see why I wouldn't. I kind of want to just go for it. No, I should wait and make sure their patrols don't go into me. Okay, you are standing still. I don't know why I forgot about that. You're walking around, but you shouldn't be close enough. You need to get out of line of sight. Let's put you here. That should be fine. And you're walking... Yep, but you're going to be done... Oh, right. My Scourge is now stuck there. Ah, crud. Okay. How can I efficiently deal with all these guys? I can go for a smoke screen. That would let my Scourge out. I think I want to go for a stun combo on this guy. Yeah, I think it's the play. I want to go for a stun combo on this guy because not only are we going to lower his armor, which is nice, which now makes these shots, like, not garbage. I mean, they're not amazing, but they're not garbage. But I'm getting 50 damage to, like, 30, right? It's an improvement. Obviously, you can't go very far forward on your own. But I can put you down to 3 action points and shoot a couple times. I think that's acceptable. Wow, I'm actually hitting shots. That's not bad. Oh, nice job. Good hits. That's actually pretty valuable. I'm going to have you... Yeah, I don't think I'm going for Tox Cloud here because it's going to block my path too much. I mean, it's really efficient, but I want this camera. And so I'm going to have you yield to Talon. Talon, actually, ooh, you know what he could do? Is I could throw down Lure. So Lure can't go through walls, but it can go through obstructions. So, like, what I could do, right? We know where both you guys are. I can Shadow. This will very clearly hit both cones. It will turn them around. It will only cost me 1 action point. And they will get out of the way for now. Which then allows me to run over here and shoot this guy with a pistol. Which actually I don't know if I need to do because Red Gold can run up here. He counts as hidden because, you know, none of the witnesses have seen him anymore. This is a guaranteed biocoat. Alright, might as well use the bad buffs when they're easy. And then he's gonna die, right? You can see there's three ticks of stun and 3 ticks of biocoat. He's dead. He doesn't know it yet. Which means I can run back, and I think I would go for a Venom Trap. I think we should have Venom Trap one of these two. And we will just sort of, you know, slowly wear them down. I'll Venom Trap the other when I get the chance to, but these guys should be killable. And then I can have Talon just kind of run up, because we know what they're doing. They're going to run this way, so they should have absolutely no reason to see me or do anything special. So we can make really aggressive forward progress. And that should work just fine. Next 2 turns, so that's still fine. Yeah, you're taking 50 a turn. Again, still 2 turns and everything. Tactical Surge. I'll use it now just because I just don't want to forget. And then I feel like we are in very comfortable spots. End of next turn is not forever, but it'll at least get us up there. Yeah, if we don't have to spend many action points, we can get the entire team up to this room. That'll be a little harder, but we'll try. You're stunned. Yep, you're investigating. The one downside to this is that this is going to count as like moderate cover and be a little bit annoying, but can't do anything about that. Yeah, none of the rest of the patrol routes go towards us, so that's kind of nice. And because there is absolutely no like security knowledge of us or where we are, even if there's escalations, none of the escalations can be sent toward us because there's no reason to think that we're here. In fact, there's nothing that's even created tally yet, which is cool, but okay, so it is kill guys time. And in fact, what I can do is I can try to go for a Toxic Cloud like into the wall. I don't think I need to duck. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I will eventually Toxic Cloud the wall. Not right now because I want to path around it, but I'm going to essentially, I guess like standing here is fine. I will let him hear me and I don't care. I think we're going to kill both this turn. Actually, do we want to kill both this turn? So if I stand here, only you turn. I guess I want to shoot once with surprise. So I'm going to shoot with surprise. This seems correct, right? I don't see a downside to this. Shoot with surprise. Great. You're going to turn, right? Now you're aggro. That's fine. I have 4 action points left. By going here, I don't alert him. I can Venom Trap that guy, right? There we go. That'll work. Brad's hitting him. Venom Trap you. Oh, you know what? I'm in gunshot noise range. I'm gonna Toxic Cloud you. And it's gonna like go into the wall, right? There's no way it should like really move anywhere special. So you're taking 150. So you're almost dead. And then for fun, I will disorient you because I have nothing else with my action points on. That seems incorrect. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna reload and end my turn. Okay. My hacker can book it. He can actually start hacking, which is good. I don't remember if I should be worried about you or not. I will figure that out with a look ahead at a future turn. But I think for now, you can just go be a hacker. I think it's fine. If I have to smoke screen or something, I will. I think it's going to be okay. Alright, how scary is this host? It is yellow, which is much nicer. I don't have all my tools. I do have null ups all the way back, which is cool. Of course, I don't need to spike the CPU. I do, though, want to take down security devices, right? Like, these cameras are all... Not you, but pretty much every other camera here is relevant. Maybe not you either. But, yeah, the majority of the cameras are relevant. So I do want to take them down, which means I do want to go here. It means I don't care about most of the top side, right? Like, I'll go up here for loot. But it's like, yeah, I'll grab this. I'll probably skip you. I'll go through here. I'll take this down. I'll grab this, I'll walk through, or I'll probably null up it, honestly, and then go up here, and then probably skip the APU as well. I don't think I want to, like, take the CPU, then disconnect, and come back this way, although I could. I have 100 spare deck IO right now, because of course, I was silly and loaded scan 3, and I should have loaded scan 1. Right, I have 240, which means I could have loaded scan 1, Deception 1, Disarm 1, and Sleaze 1. That would have been fine, but instead I loaded Scan 3 like an idiot. And so I'm going to be really, really starved on just about everything. I can't load much. So it's going to be go here. It's going to be walk here. It's going to deception you. And then I'm like, look, I did it. I have nothing else I could possibly do now. I'll load these 2 programs next turn, make some progress. I think going here, I mean, I could try to go there. It's very unlikely this is a useful trap. I guess I will. Oh, right, I can't connect because of the passive ice. Okay, yeah, I'm just done for now. Waste of 35 action points. I guess I could have reloaded my gun, as it turns out. Not a huge deal, but okay. Anyway, you're done. I get hard shell next turn, which is going to be helpful. I can Ripper Compression as well, so I can get some more progress. It'll be okay. And then I either will or won't reconnect for an overclock. We'll see. But I'll get most of this host done next turn, I think. Being a yellow AI helps, because it's not going to be nearly as hard. Okay, so, again, this guy needs to go down to 150. This guy, I don't have a stun available right now. So the question is basically, like, do I think I for sure have enough damage for this guy to die? Yeah, there's no reason to switch targeting here. I don't need to, like, move up or anything. Okay, you're dead. Okay, if you're dead, and you're actually at 300, do I feel like I can get this kill? I don't think I need to risk it, is the thing. I think I can just kind of run over here. Actually, wait. Okay, I'm going to briefly yield. I want this guy to figure out what that guy's doing. I think he's just standing still, but I actually want to know. Okay, you are heading my way, and you're heading my way on 16. It's a little scary. So I'm going to stand, like, here, which gives me line of sight on both angles, essentially, while still being in decent cover. And that should allow me to do some shenanigans. Okay. So I think my Scourge is going to be running up and grabbing this lockbox next turn. Right, you're dead. You're going to do pretty much nothing, and this guy should be able to hide behind barrels. I might just go for... Actually, no, I might just go for another Shadow. And just send this guy the wrong way. That's probably the better idea. Because I don't have that many good Shadow moves available. And save Smokescreen, Smokescreen is more important. Alright, so this should very clearly catch him. And send him the wrong way. Yeah, so he will run that way next turn. Unless there's some weird bug, which, you know, I'm going to hope there's not, but... Here, go stand behind some cover. So you should die. You're injured pretty heavily, which means we can deal with you next turn. Cleaning up the turn. There we go. Okay. So yeah, you are being sent by Shadow. You're going on 17. And I'll have to do 212 damage here, right? So... That seems very reasonable considering I'm already at stealth. I think that's very playable. Let's do that. That's a problem. I'm out of action points, so Talon has to kill him or we're really screwed. I'm sure he will, but like, that sucked a bit. Let's load hard shell. By the way, it does not progress security level if you're using talents, by the way, just so you know. Have to kill you. Must load this. And this is if you exit, if you download a file. Okay, well, download, download. Throw disarm down. Losing scan 3 really sucks. That's really unfortunate. I'm probably gonna... Do I want to Ripper right now, actually? This is probably the best time for Ripper, only because I have nothing else. Let's see, if I go here, I will have 40 IO left, because I can't load any other programs. I'm probably going to go for Scan 1, actually. And Ripper Compression was, like, less useful than I thought it was going to be. Whatever, we still have active and passive destruction. Connection health is actually not as important on a yellow host. I think it's more important on an orange host, so I'm going to go for AP instead. Scan for more stuff. Passive ice, okay. Connection health is or connection use is required. I still have a scan, but scan costs 3. Okay, it's just going to be... I think I'm going to have to sleaze this. I'm going to load Deception 1 so that I have 2 charges of stuff, and so I can, like, maul this relatively easily. I think that'll be acceptable. Yeah, I got very little progress this turn, unfortunately, but oh well. I should have loaded Scan 1 from the start. I forgot that I didn't have Overclock on, so it was going to be useless. Also, Zero Interrupt's going to be nice, which will help. I might end up actually Zero Interrupting the CPU, running up here, and then actually spiking this with Null Up. Because, like, Overclock next turn, right? Go here, go here, go here, go here. Should all be relatively easy. If this is... I'm just going to Zero Interrupt it, like, sight unseen, and then scan, go here. Probably be done around this point in time, but then, like, next turn, hack this, and then Null Up the APU and lower security. That seems pretty useful. I'm not getting the 11 turn thing, but getting one less escalation seems worthwhile. Anyway, you're done for now. You're still stunned. You're dead at the end of the turn. Okay, so this guy needs to die, right? It is absolutely required. I can't get actually any higher than this, so it's really just like... Yeah, you're spotted. Everyone here is spotted, so it's really just like... Well, shoot 3 times, and if it sucks, I guess smokescreen. That's really good. Please, one more. Okay, thank you. I'm expected to get that kill, but, like, it was a bit nerve-wracking. Yeah, you're done for remainder of turns, so I'm gonna run into this. Best I can... Well, actually, I have Signal Grift up soon, so I'm gonna run here and go for a Signal Grift, which will allow me to run past Pressure Sensor, I think, right? Because I believe this is everything but cameras. So he can get this on his own, and then join the team in the middle. These cameras are going to be annoying. I don't know how I'm going to deal with them, but whatever. And then you're still dead for only this turn. Okay. You're going to follow Shadow. Yep. And then you're just going to go random hunting next turn. So the one downside is the camera is going to see me. It's not going to stay down. And I don't have a way around that, I don't think. Unless I can maybe... Actually, no. You know what? I can outsmart this, because I know what the positioning is, so I can stand, like, here, and then stay on the outside, right? I can just path this way. Okay, so that should be fine. Camera bypassed. Guard Captain dies. I can't clean up all these corpses. Yep, there's all those things back. That's expected. Captain 2 is dead. Okay, so these all being back is pretty annoying. Obviously, you can't drop any of this right now. You can wait. Yep, you're hunting, but you're hunting that way. They tend to, by the way, from what I've seen, the hunting tends to go in the direction of the way the shadow went initially. So, connection... and Tally. I'd rather take Tally than... Actually, no. I think Connection Health is fine. So... A little bit of Connection Health is fine. Deception U, +1 Tally, whatever, it's fine. Okay. I care about number 1, maybe 2, not 3, yes 4, not 5, yes 6. Okay. So, skip 3, skip 5. Got it. Skip 3. Skip 5. Okay, let's double check our handiwork. Yep, you're gone. You're gone. We leave you up because I don't care. You're gone, which is good. We leave you up because I don't care. And you're gone, which is good too. Okay, so not bad. Let's go load our programs again. Obviously need passive. You don't need trap right away, but I don't know what else I would hold the IO for. Except that active memory could be a bit of a problem until I get rid of the rest of these scan, like the scan and deception. So I'm just gonna load it for now and then just wait till I can free up the memory. Have to kill both. Scan. Losing scan 1's not the end of the world because I can load scan 3. This could be a little bit annoying based on what the things are. That's fine. AP is not horrible. Connection use can be played around. Okay, we've got 2 traps and a passive. That's pretty chill. If you use a program, lose AP. If you download, relocate. Okay, well, that's just, you know, very, very straightforward. And then I'm going to have to end my turn here because I can't go to the incinerator. All right, so next turn, we're going to 0 interrupt this, scan, go through here, take the stuff here, and then null op you. Or I could just, you know, nuke the CPU with null op and just not go for the APU. I'll think about it a bit more. Okay, so what is my plan right now? What is my plan right now? You have line crawler back, so I'm gonna have him just line crawl the pressure sensor, and we'll slowly make our way up. It'll be a little bit slow, but I think the squad is gonna go past motion field, past pressure sensor, and then into the middle here. Actually, I can probably have the signal grift. Like, we can kill this guy, signal grift him, and then my agent EX can grab this by himself. And then we know that the last captain's still around, and he's still back there standing still. Which is where we're going to end this turn, like, end this mission, right? Okay. So for now, you're allowed to wait. I don't think rewinding the hacker is needed, right? I think all his stuff has been used enough. I think rewinding red gold has value. Get him another dissolve charge, for example. All that stuff is kind of nice. We can actually leave him around for a little bit to clean up the bodies. Let him dissolve one, then get rewinded, then dissolve the other. Or even just get rewinded now. I don't have rewind range, so I'm going to wait no matter what. Talon is going to line crawler this pressure sensor. He's going to crouch past the motion field. And then, obviously, you don't know what you're doing until your next turn. I might decide to early cast Smokescreen, just to be, like, really cautious. If I throw it here, for example, right, like, we just for sure block him out. But the other alternative is that this guy has a stun up. I think that's the better option, is just, like, let's get my Scourge. So this should time out the end of this turn. If I have my timing correctly, this should be done. Same cooldown as the duration, it should work that way. So I'm going to run you up this way so that you can be rewinded. And I don't want to walk into Tox Cloud for Dissolve, that would suck. There's an eventual upgrade for Dissolve that increases the cast range. I want that at some point, I just don't have it right now. So I'm going to go ahead and rewind you. And then you're going at 17, which is a little bit scary, actually. But my stun range is really, really large. Okay, we're not quite in range, but we're going to be in a sec, right? This is... Yeah, there we go. That'll be in range. Okay. Alright. Dude, having a stun every other turn is just, like, so nice. There's so much, like, both combat and stealth value. Alright. Body time is reduced. Ooh, that's a problem. Okay, please tell me Tox Cloud ends this turn. If Tox Cloud does not end, I can't dissolve these corpses. Yep. Darn. Tox Cloud lasted too long. Like, there's no way I'm going to run into this. Now, there is a talent you can learn on a Scourge, which, if you ever walk into or get affected by damage over time, it will cleanse the dot. And it's called Purge. It's a passive. And if I had that, I could just run in the Tox Cloud, ignore it, and then drop these body timers. Unfortunately, yeah, this is still alive. It's basically lasting for 4 turns here, and so I don't have the way around that one, so I'm just in that spot. So all I can really do is let the escalation happen. We're gonna get some guards told to investigate. They're gonna start walking towards us. We're gonna get really close to security level 3, which is gonna be, you know, really unfortunate here. Probably should have waited actually and seen what the guards did on their turns, since I can't do anything useful. Bit of a mistake. But as I said, we should be done. Disabled, disabled, disabled. I should load programs from here. I think we just walk up here and 0 interrupt no matter what, though. I don't think there's a downside to that. So 0 interrupt, I don't care what's here. Passive ice we'll deal with when we can. Yeah, so it's like, hey, tally on any action, whatever, unload programs, exit. Like, this isn't a very difficult node to deal with. I just don't care about spiking the CPU. Because the escalations are far enough between that it just doesn't matter. So we go here, obviously drop that, obviously must drop this. Here's our scan. Okay, 2 traps and a passive, that's chill. So connect here. If you download any action. Okay. We know the play. Kitchen Health is still fine for now, as long as the next escalation isn't horrible, which it should be fine. We're going to be okay. Walk to the APU. Null op 1, null op 2. Scan, spike. And great. Yeah, I mean, killing CPU didn't do anything, right? We got 1 escalation, it didn't matter. I think scoping you out. We have some action points. Am I willing to risk that? I think I am. I think I'll risk 1 escalation. We'll see what happens. I guess we didn't get escalation yet. Okay, let's see what happens. 8 damage is fine. Use a program, steal AP, tally on action when you exit restart ice. I don't care about exit restart ice. If you use a program, steals AP. Okay, I'm just going to walk right back out and then be like, well, we got nothing. There was no download here. It's fine. I could choose to disconnect, reconnect, walk here, and see if there's anything there. I think that's not unreasonable. But I also kind of want my forward progress. So here's the thing. My options are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Spend 18 AP walking. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do that. I checked 1. Wasn't anything there. I'm not going to see if there's anything here. There's not. Program loading disabled. Unload programs. Yeah, I don't care about loading programs. Okay. These occasionally have downloads, so I checked both. It cost me like 3 meat space AP for like an EV of like 0.5 downloads. I think that was reasonable. Either way, we only had 3 sets of downloads here, but we got a bunch of security devices down, which is fine. Disconnect. And then you're going to have to start crouching. I'm not going to use packet loss here because we can crouch by it, but I will have to packet loss something else later, I'm pretty sure. So sadly, timer's going to run out. Well, Tactical Search, I guess it'll affect me mostly next turn on most people. Alright, so what are the needs here? What are the needs here? We're going to kill this. Let me double check that he actually even has... Yeah, he has Signal Griff back. So with Signal Griff, he can just completely bypass these 2 things and just grab the loot. So the primary squad... I mean, I think it's probably better to shoot than use my gun. Like, if I think about it, it's going to cost me 4 action points to get there and then 4 action points to get back. Or we're going to shoot him. Pretty sure just shooting him is correct. Okay, you suck. And I'll probably have the Agent EX. Okay, why are you so trash? And then, yeah, I think we're going to have the Agent, like, grab box, kill him, Signal Grift, then run through here, and he'll, like, rejoin in this area. The primary squad's going to have to meet through the middle. Might have to deal with him, depending on what he's doing. Because he's going to cut off the Agent otherwise. And so because you're going to Signal Grift, Sword is actually correct here. So here's first loot. Basic Smoke is good. Advanced Medic Clouds are solid as well. Eventually it'll be sellable. Man, I'm not quite in Sword range, aren't I? That sucks. There we go. I got it to cheat. I got it to bounce into cover and only spend 2 action points. There we go. Alright. Strike 1. Nice. That's Signal Grift. Oh, I actually can't see his body. Wait, there we go. Okay, it's gonna end in 4 turns, but I have no reason not to Signal Grift now. Because I have to run anyway. Like, there's nothing I can wait for. So, your timer was faked. Sadly, they're going to expire. I'm sad about that, but I have nothing I can do about it. And then the rest of the squad is going to run this way. We know nobody runs into the middle. Like, not right away anyway. Not quickly. We're going to probably wake up the captain here. We're going to start his patrol. That's fine. We are not completing for the end of turn 11, obviously. We're not quite getting escalation. We are going to get some guards alerted. Yep, 3 guards. That was the grunt captain and those 2 that I killed. So, and then, yeah, the captain, one of the guards, one of the other guards. Probably each sent to an individual one. But everyone who's called suspicious, we know has been sent. So you 3 have been sent, and they're all going to go, you know, vaguely this direction. I think this will always be a faster route. Maybe, actually, this is probably faster for some of them. And then, you know, this will be faster route for some of them. So no bonus XP, that's fine. Rather get the loot, honestly. You're safe for now. You're not going to catch anything. Yeah, so these guys aren't going to be able to walk into me, so I'm going to go ahead and yield my entire team. You're signal grifted. I think I do want to run him. Ooh, that's nice. Look at that. Crafting mats at 25k? Yes, please. And that medkit's worth like 4 or 5k, I think. Yeah, I'm going to let everyone use their turns up. Motion field is still down. Do I have... No, I'm gonna leave packet loss up. Wait, are you... Oh, you got line crawler. Oh, that's great. I'm gonna still have him yield, right? He's in complete safety right now. Yeah, you're just on a normal patrol route, but you're heading down. You're heading this way. You should not be able to see anything. Oh, you saw a corpse. Wait, where was that corpse? Oh, that's the one that I signal grifted. Shoot. That's a new escalation. I forgot about you. Okay. Well, you weren't going till next turn, I believe. You're heading this way. Okay, so if I send Tox Scout out like this, it's not going to catch me out. Here's a question. Can I get many of these kills? Like, that's going to be really bad accuracy from range, I'm pretty sure. Now, most of my team still has actions here, but I don't believe I'm going to get... Well, I can stun. I can liberally go for stuns. So what's my accuracy here? Okay, it's actually totally fine. Alright, so what I'm going to do then is I'm going to delay, because he can shoot pretty cleanly from here. That's like a clear line of sight. But I think, yeah, I think I want to go for... What I want to do is basically group my team through this area. And then I'll, like... The thing... Okay, here's the thing. I could just have Talon get out like this. I could have my core team go like this, grab this box, grab that box, and get out there. That's definitely faster pathing. But it's also a really good Tox Cloud angle, and it's going to block me. But that means I'd have to go through here, and getting through is going to be annoying because of the bioscan field. And we're also going to get an escalation, which is probably going to be reinforcements, which is going to be really annoying. So I'm trying to think, like, what routing makes sense when I want to use Poison the Captain, because he's going to be freaking invincible. Obviously, Atomic Stutter will help. But I'm not going to catch him for 2 turns, so I kind of want to stutter somebody. You're going to be on basic patrols. I can stutter you, and it's fine. I don't see... I guess I don't have a reason not to just stutter this guy. So I think it's just reload. Walk to here. Just to make sure I'm in stutter range, basically. And then I'm hunted. You're suspicious. Which, because you're suspicious, is I've been told by the AI to do something. Hunted plus suspicious does not allow stealth. So I might as well atomic stutter you then. And then I'm still hunted because he doesn't technically see me because he's stunned now. He can't see me. And then, wow, this guy really sucks using his gun. Alright, well. I am hidden, which means I can safely biocoat. Thank you for the 25 hit chance. 23 crit, not bad as well. I believe that's from the Atomic Stutter. Good enough. Want to Venom Trap you. Can I bounce it? Well, not really. I'm going to have to run farther forward, which I think is okay. Oh, Venom Trap will clearly land. I actually kind of want to Venom Trap this guy as well. Next charge comes up soon, so I think it's actually fine. Right, I'm getting next charge next turn. And so just sort of poisoning him. And then look, we know you're alert. We know you're stunned. And we know you're taking 125 per turn. So you're dead. You're dead, you just don't know it yet. This patrol should be okay, but I'm a little afraid. And then my hacker, I should just reload his gun before I forget, because I know I'm going to need bullets from him at some point. You're at 19, which is a little bit scary. I'm going to put you, like, in here where you're, like, in a clearly large amount of cover. What's interesting, this pipe isn't real or something. Or, ooh, I'm afraid of this, like, getting my character stuck, actually. No, it's like you can walk through pipes. Yeah, you can just walk through pipes. Okay. They count as cover, you can walk through them. It means they probably don't block a line of sight, which is scary. I also, shoot. Yeah, so the problem is I don't know where this guy's going. I guess I can go here and it's okay. The fact that I send you, by the way, helps because you're not going to be able to report this body anymore. We know no one ever runs to the bottom side here, so I'm just going to, like, I'm going to run to the bottom side. I think it's fine. So we faked the body, right? We faked the timer, and we stunned and have killed the guy who's seen the body. And so this body never matters. And these other guys are probably never going to make it. We know you're going to run down. Actually, yeah, we know you're going to run down. We don't know what you're doing. Yeah, okay, you're running back. Cool. And I believe I have 1 turn left of... Yeah, okay. We need to kill you. We have, I think, 1 turn left of Signal Grift. Yeah, so he's going to get to, like, here and then be done. Okay, I think we need to go Alpha Strike this guy. We know you're just turning back and forth. I think the 3 of us can get enough damage. And maybe even 4 if you can get far enough. I've rewinded 3 turns, which means I'm not going to have it. It'll be tight if I'm going to have it in time for the guard captain. Also, he's suspicious. I should wait. See what they're all going to do. How far can you go? Pretty far. Okay. We know you're stunned. Okay, the captain's going this way, which means going this route's even better, which also means I can bypass him. Okay, so I kind of want to send everyone this way. He might see a body, but I can probably dissolve it. You're going at 20. That's scary. So next turn I have a stun, but I have to, like, use some... Okay, yeah. I think we can pistol this guy and it's fine. I think we can pistol that guy and it's fine. I don't foresee a huge problem with that. Yeah, I don't foresee a huge problem with this, right? Because we're going to use smoke to try to bypass him. Although, actually, my agent is so far away, it's going to be really tough. But I'm behind a wall, at least. We can use prediction talents to, like, lower his initiative to make sure that we can stun him before we have to act. We can kill this guy this turn. You're already dead. Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. We're going to be okay here, I think. I have a feeling for how this is going to go, and I think it'll be okay. Okay, where are you headed exactly? What is your route? Actually, you might switch to hunting, which would be kind of funny. Okay, I need to... What I'm going to do is I'm going to lower his initiative. Actually, I'm going to do both. I'm going to lower his and buff mine. Yeah, I'm in range. Okay. So I want to make sure that I can use stun next turn. So I'm going to interference spike this guy. I'm going to take advantage of myself. Actually, what is my mineral even? 12? Yeah, okay, I'm going to precue to myself. Okay, now I'm for sure going before that dude, and then this shot will be like, okay, I guess. Of course you missed. Of course. Of course, of course. Okay, you're at 126. And... I mean, is it even possible to miss at that range? I mean, technically, yes. I should go on a 3 AP then, so I have an extra shot, I guess. That way, if I miss the first one, I can just Tox Cloud and say, I guess we suck. Yeah, you see me. I don't care. 70%. Please hit. Oh, my word. Do I have to Tox Cloud, or do I want to risk it? If I Tox Cloud, like, here, it'll, like, stay in the wall, right? In fact, actually, if I Tox Cloud like this, it'll actually run away. I think if it's already in the wall, it won't go any farther. So I'm just going to Tox Cloud it because I don't want to take this risk. And I can path around it. It's fine. Okay, now you're very clearly dead. You're dead this turn. you're definitely dying this turn. We're going before you so I can stun you. And then we can probably... Yeah, you're at 12, so we can outrun you. Okay, so now it's time for Talon. And Talon is in kind of a weird spot where I have to, like, duck to not get seen. Or not get heard, I should say. I guess he can run for the loot box. And for now, since smoke doesn't alarm guards in any way, I'm just going to throw this down on my dude. And when this guy turns around, it won't matter. It was not the most beautiful, don't get me wrong. But at least they're dead, and I can move on. Getting unlucky is unfortunate. Alright, they clean up the turn. What was the previous escalation? I forgot. Timers? I guess it was just that? Was there another one afterwards? Whatever. Okay, so. Tactical Surge. And now that it's back from cooldown, Stutter you. And then my Cyber Knight is going to run at this guy. I don't think I have a better play than just hardcore melee combat right now. So let's just kind of stand here. We know you're stunned for a while. We'll swipe with the sword. I guess I'll use... Actually, yeah, I guess I'll use Battery because we're not going to get escalations for a while. So let's just... Ooh, and we even shredded. Let's go. It's huge. I guess we'll just get this, like... Yeah, if you put a scope on a base pistol, by the way, you increase the min range by a bunch. So you make random range shots kind of suck. I think it's still worth it overall, but that is one thing that you lose. Okay, I don't want to get heard. I'm going to shadow this guy. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have... There was no way to know I was going to get a 20. So I'm going to force you to run away. Cost me 1 action point, but he's going to get out of earshot, and this guy is just not going to be a threat, right? The squad's going to get past him. It's going to be no problem. So you're going to yield. You're going over there. See ya. It's time for the squad to get away. Right, you're not... Okay, the Scourge is quieter, so I'm going to have him... So make sure I'm in packet loss range. I'm clearly in packet loss range. Knock down the pressure sensor. Camera, by the way, turns on at the end of this turn, so we gotta be a little bit careful. So if I go here... Actually, if I go here, I'm 11 meters away, which is like right at vision range. Right, we discovered in a previous episode that cameras have about 11 meters of vision. I'm just gonna run to here then. We'll figure out who takes this last box a little bit later. Oh, good shot. Yeah, dropping his armor by 30% is such a big deal. Actually, no, he's shredded, right? That's what it was. It's both, actually, right? His armor was shredded and... Okay, I'm gonna go here. And then, right, you're still stunned, so I don't care. I'm gonna go here, and then I'm gonna wait. Because I want this guy to actually get out of the way. Because he can hear footsteps, and I don't want him to hear footsteps. Yeah, so you moved on to hunting. This seems to be very common, that guards will spend 2 turns running to location, and they will basically automatically switch to hunting AI. So they basically, like, I think guards literally can't get across the map. Because they will spend their 2 turns doing what the AI told them to, and then their AI just says, now go do hunting. Yeah, I mean, very clearly he's going to be the closest spot, so I think this is you. And then, of course, you're going to be fine grabbing this. Spend only 1 action point. You've clearly got it. 25k. Not bad. And then I want to get you away from this camera. It'll be a little bit tight, but I think it'll be all right. Put you around here. I think this will be out of camera range. And just to think, if we were playing without +1 tally per turn, we would only hit 1 escalation. And then wouldn't... Actually, no, we've gotten probably 0 escalations. Right, there was no escalation from going to sec level 2 because we spiked the APU. That's why there's only 1 escalation. But, like, if you think about how much tally we've gained so far, I'm actually pretty sure we would never have gotten the... oh, right, then yeah, so this ship has sailed. We're starting to get more tally going. Unfortunately, I can get out during this turn, but it is what it is. Okay, anyway, grab your stuff. 10k and some files, not bad. Again, this guy dying is part of the mission, so we have to make this happen. But anyway, yeah, if we had done 1 tally per turn instead of 2 tally per turn, I think we never would have gotten... We'd have gotten 1 escalation, not 2, and I believe... Or, yeah, I think we probably never would have gotten the body timer escalation, which means we never would have had... We'd have had the option to at least dissolve them. And it might have ended the mission on, like, sec level 1, which would have been pretty cool. Anyway, the guy needs to die. I mean, he's armor shredded. It's going to be really easy. Not even a graze. Cool. Mission complete. We got, I think, all the loot from all the Matrix hosts. I'm going to end my turn instead of evacuate in case I need to use buffs for anything. You are hunting because you saw a shadow. You're hunting because you're hunting. And thankfully you won't find a corpse in time. So we are going to be ending this on sec level 2. This map is huge, right? It forcibly spawned 3 extra tanky enemies. We got 2 Matrix hosts. It took us 15 turns because this map is huge. We got every single lockbox across this entire map. And not only did we never get shot, but there was not a single guard who ever reported any security infractions. Never at any point did they ever know where we were, only that 2 body timers ran out. And playing this game in stealth is really fun. Obviously, a lot of these kills are pretty much only made possible by having Scourge damage. Like, good luck dealing this much damage without Scourge poisons, but it's a stealth class, right? Like, it has some combat tools. They're not as good as Soldier, not as good as Sniper, not as good as even Aim Lock. But what a very gratifying mission to play. I really enjoyed this one. It took an hour and a half, but it was really really enjoyable mission. What a very... Man, this is really fun. This is really fun. We spilled all of the blood. We got a really good amount of money out of this. Yeah, physical space loot looks pretty solid overall. The fact we got... Wow, we got 60k in cred ships. That's awesome. And then, yeah, Matrix looked pretty good as well. 8 files. We got a lot of blueprints. 6. Nice. And then, okay, 2 accounts, whatever. Sure, that's just like a little bit of money, but that'll very clearly pay for the what's it called? It'll clearly pay for the cyberdeck repairs, like the overall stuff. And the other thing I was gonna say was, what was I gonna say otherwise? Oh yeah, hacking all the devices was really useful. One thing actually I want to kind of consider is getting the plus so there's a couple of hacker talents that can be increase the duration of hack debuffs, like turning off devices, and I believe there's also passive nodes that do that, which I think are pretty interesting, and based on that mission, you know, seems pretty valuable overall. Alrighty, so we do have a stressed Merc, of course. He's at 100. Alright, well, we should need a detox then. We have no missions required right now. Unfortunately, my detox is pretty full. I'm probably going to send somebody out and try to make this happen. So, you know, as a quick question, I mean, you're at 30 and you're at 10. I know you're done soon, but like, you're at 10. I'm going to kick you out and put my hacker in there. I don't remember triggering a lot of stress, like, required nodes, but maybe it was, like, some of the escalations were deal damage to you or something. I'm not sure. Either way, he needs to go into the SimStream detox. I'm going to go ahead and take you out. You're just, yeah. I could have looked here. I don't know why I went into the thing, but yeah, I'm going to cancel your detox. I have at least a week into my next mission, since they're still, you know, offering them. I'm going to go ahead and send my hacker into the detox. He needs it desperately. He's going to get some kind of limit break. I'll be sad about it, but it is what it is. If we take one bit of time forward, we'll get the cooling done, and we can start the barracks. So that I can hire the secondary hacker. That'll be nice. And then we can kick these guys out of the trainer. I don't think it's going to matter either way, but Yeah, we've got some missions lined up, right? We've got a legwork, we've got a scav raid, we've got a bodyguard mission. We will at some point hire Miriam. Okay, so yeah, let's let time tick forward. Start the barracks. Upgrade for space. Once that's done, we will navigate this. We'll hire her. She'll be hired in plenty of time for running the other missions. That shouldn't be a big problem. She'll be low level, which will be a little bit annoying, but we'll do what we can. These guys will leave the trainer on their own. That's fine. Yeah, this is not going to spawn any more tokens for a little while. But that's okay. I want to double up on legwork if I can, using tokens here, if possible. Okay. So the nano scrubber is done, which means you can upgrade more buildings. Which means I think we're going to set up for the field op center now. So let's go ahead and just put more stuff in. Do I care about power versus... Let's do cooling because it'll be done at the same time. Actually, it'll take 3 days, so it's not going to be at the same time. Doesn't matter. Do it anyway. Okay. You're going to time out the trainer. That's fine. Open trainer bench, which is expected. Cool. Yeah, we will probably push back this legwork. There's actually no downside to pushing it back. I just want to get a second spawn, ideally. We'll do selling later. Actually, I'm going to do selling now because I have a limited time buff on one of my guys. So, okay. Research Compendium. Different Research Compendium. Can I get a better one? Let's see. Interesting. They actually averaged the level down. These are all 2. This was 1, so good to know. This is going to be minute 128k, maybe even higher because of if it's rare. That's sweet. Okay, mint U. I still can't build this until I upgrade the cold storage. That's fine for now, though. Not used by a set. No use action. Yeah, this is going to be worth nothing, but he still buys accounts for extra. And he buys corpo files, and he buys all accounts. So that was corpo, and so he is paying a lot extra. And you know why? Because I think he has a temporary limit break. So 196k seems really good. That was 1 favor. That's good enough for me. I'm not going to get 3 favors for 165. That seems horrible. And then other research compendium is a little bit closer, but I'm still going to sell it to him. So yeah, if we check and we look at our contacts, Greg over here, he currently has data flood, and so he's paying a lot extra for stuff, which is awesome. It means we're making a bunch of extra money, which is pretty sweet. He even like natively spends more for files, but other people spend for more. Specifically, I think Mongrel. Is she not on my team? Maybe it's just Octane. 10 for accounts and then 2% to all payments. So and then another 10 for files. So yeah, she just slightly pays for more in most cases. Anyway, we can sort blueprints by weak and common. Smoke grenade blueprints. I'm never going to basically craft item blueprint, so it's going to get sold. This has no useful intrinsics. The only thing it would be useful for is the fact that I could use it as a dummy base, but no, I'm going to sell that. Got these revolvers, or these SMGs I'm going to keep around for now. This has a good buff here. This is an SMG body mod, which is minus recoil plus range. That's going to be really good if I eventually do a high-end craft. Keep the rest of these around. That's all fine. Criticals can be used on, yeah, pistols, SMGs, and revolvers, so that's obviously pretty easy. This can go on SMGs. That's fine. And then, yeah, it looks like everything else is at least usable, and then everything else is too high level. I can't sell level 4 grenades. I can't sell a level 4 item mod. And I'm actually going to, craft this straight up. And then there's another, like, okay, I get 2 reload size, or I get 4 reload size on a pistol. This is only going to ups, by the way, is pistols. You can't do, this doesn't work SMGs, doesn't work on revolvers. But if I wanted more shots on a pistol, I could do that. 2 base accuracy is fine, I guess. These are sadly unsellable for a while until I can get someone who buys item blueprints. Like, if I can get a limit break, someone who buys item blueprints, right? I mean, it's several 100,000. It'd be pretty sweet, right? Anyway, that part's done. I have a lot of money. I have little to spend it on right now. You can always buy things as late as possible and just do all your base upgrades until, like, the time is forced upon you. Influence, limit, data break. I mean, do I want to spend my 1 favor or something else? I mean, what else do you do, even? Oh, right. I think they're going to add the, thing later, but yeah, right now I can't. I guess, sure, you can. That's the funny thing is, I guess I could have gotten this first and let time tick forward because he still had timer on that. Anyway, the nanofab is done, so I can finally start crafting. Holy moly, this took a while, but it is time. All right, so Crafting. Welcome to crafting. I know, a very long episode, but welcome to crafting. So the best options are almost certainly just making these pistols. And then this actually might be slightly better than my base pistol. The damage is better, the accuracy is worse. So as long as I can compensate for that, it's fine. But essentially, I probably want this to be upgraded. So I can build this. 158k is not cheap. Not cheap at all. In fact, the base cost would actually be 188. That's with Chrome making it 1.5x the price, but still. 6 days ain't bad. But also, I can't fully invest blueprints because I don't have enough levels in my cold storage. So 158 in 6 days, right? Okay, well, what if I like threw on some stuff? So like, what if I threw on crit chance, and I threw on just basic damage increases, and I threw on a accuracy increase as well, right? Okay, well, I made it take twice as long, and I increased the price by about 40%. That's not horrible, but ow. You know, thing is, I don't actually have good ways of forcing crits, right? I have basically no crit chance buffs on my team. I'm not running any snipers. No one is a soldier. They're not running savagery, right? This is not the kind of weapon that like my gunslinger would use very often, because he'd use a revolver when it's time for damage. Like, I don't really care about critting more heavily on this kind of weapon, right? It doesn't really do much. Okay, well, this puts the timer from 11 days, you know, instead of 6. It's not as bad. Okay, 4 base accuracy, but it's worth noting that, like, oh, well, I can get 4 accuracy, or I can get 3 accuracy and 11 damage. I mean, that's like, yeah, it's 5% more damage. 5% more damage is better than 1% accuracy. Of course, I should do that, right? So it's like, well, I could drop this one as well. And so it really is like, okay, well, is it worth, right, going from 6 days, 158, to, and I can even go for the smaller one, right? Like, I could say, hey, I can go 8 days, 181, or 9 days, 181. It's like, yeah, I can add 1 day, and the difference would be basically comparing 3% and 10 damage to 3% and 11 damage. Do I care about 1 damage? Probably not. Is it worth the 1 day? Probably not. So, you know, maybe I will just say, well, let's run this. And then again, it's 181k, 8 days. So yeah, for 2 days and 23,000, it seems pretty worthwhile. And I'll double check, but I'm pretty sure it's true. I don't believe you can do this. Yeah, you can't craft this because there's a conflict. You can't do both. So realistically, for 1 damage, here, let's, it's 8 to remove. Yeah. So basically, I mean, basically it's like, yeah, 1 day for 1 damage. And I'd rather get these things done so I can get the power spike. Like, I want the power, by making this take 8 days and not 9. Again, I will double check that I'm not being really stupid here. Yeah, 9 days, 181. 8 days, 181. And I'm just pretty sure this is correct. I just think this is like the right thing to do here. Is throw in my little basic mod. 3% accuracy is good. Like, this is, again, like 4% more damage. The 10 ballistic is 5% more damage. This is basically like deal about 9% more damage in this weapon. And I can still throw on all the regular mods to further increase accuracy and damage or silence or whatever as needed. So yeah, I think this is just the pistol. And I don't think there's anything better I can do. I think this is the best thing I could possibly craft right now. It's a meaningful upgrade in my damage output. Again, 76 and 210 are like the base stats here, right? Yeah, we'll say 20 range, 210 damage, 76 accuracy, right? So 20, 210, 76. So we can look at, like, you know, if we were to remove all this stuff, right? And remove all the mods. And go back and says, yeah, okay, well, 20, still the same. Okay, 210 instead of 16 is 50 more damage. That's before the silencer, by the way, right? So plus 50 if we put the silencer on, right? 145 to 190. That's 33% more damage. And the 4 accuracy, also really useful, right? That's obviously going to be really useful as well. We go from, you know, this is 75 because of the scope here. That's gonna be 79 accuracy. We have almost guaranteed glancing hit. In fact, if I can get a body mod here, right? If I go to my market and I look for pistol body mods, oh, there's a plus accuracy pistol grip right here, which I would probably get. Realistically, if you can get your gunrunner contacts to actually limit break and get you level 2 of weapon mods, there is a much better level 2 grip. That is, I think, like 4 or so accuracy and puts you into guaranteed glancing hit range, which, yeah, really good, right? Really want that. So that'll be really good when it's available. Anyway, we've got some upgrades to go for, right? We're already upgrading the cryo here. Already built the nanofab bench. Do kind of want to go for Simstream Detox. Problem is the money here. So these missions aren't going to be due for a while, right? We're detoxing. I'm going to keep detoxing as much as I can. I'm going to hire the hacker. It's going to cost me 40k or something to do this. But these missions are going to be due for like 10 or so days, so I can at least get the first pistol, and I can get close to the second pistol. Okay, so that's possible. And so understanding that's going to cost me 180, and hiring her is going to cost me like 50 or something. I have only around 150k left before I run a mission, which means I don't have like the most money to spend on further upgrades. Right, which means I could go for detox. It just puts me at no money at all, and it means I will like basically have to run a mission instantly to make the money back. Now this is a scav raid, which is no money at all. This is gonna be a bodyguard, which is gonna be good money, which I think is totally fine, and that'll give me enough money to probably go for the next thing. And 90k is gonna be enough to upgrade to buy out our friend here from indentured servitude. So I think, and then the other option is of course going for the cold storage here, which just gives me 4-piece file sets, which would allow me to mint this and, you know, make pretty good money, but not quite pay for it. Unless I'm lucky, right? But at some point that'll happen. So I think, yeah, ultimately let's go for the detox. I think it's correct here. This is a very meaningful upgrade. Treatment takes less time, and we get 50% more stress removed. It's a very good upgrade. I think it's very valuable. Getting Simstream Trainer 3 and Simstream Detox 3, I think, are quite nice. Just, again, we're limited on money. You've got to be careful about that. We've got Legwork. I'm going to... Well, we'll just go through the dialogue options, just so you can see them. But I'm going to delay you, because I still want the option to not have to go right away. But it delays it by 9 days, which is kind of like just free real estate. So, we've got this scav raid lined up. A gang is siphoning off Warner Braun loot. We're going to steal from Lozi. He's offered me a raid. That raid is not due for 10 days. It's unfortunately the least rewarding map as far as I'm concerned. It is power level 9 already, which... yeah, it makes sense because I'm already 3 point... Right, I've just crested... yeah, if you crest over power level 3.54, you end up getting power level... Wait. Hang on. What is my math? What am I doing weird here? Oh, yeah, sorry. Okay, yeah. Yeah, power level 3.54 is when PL9 unlocks, which we have done. And so, you know, here we are. Being PL3, I was getting about 0.1 per mission. So, yeah, we're getting power level 9 enemies now. When we're power level 4.3, we will get power level 10 missions. Okay, anyway. So that's pending. Since there's no hacking here, I don't have to run my hacker on it at all. In fact, I can just keep him busy in the detox for even longer, which is nice. Bodyguard missions, only about half the time care about that. So we can keep the detox going. This room is getting cleaned up, so we can build our field ops center. So we'll put in the power. Before this is done, I'm gonna go ahead and do this. So like, actually, as that's done, I'll do that. So we'll let time tick forward. Okay. I should have the money already, so go ahead and do this. Let's have this chat. Yeah, 20k is cheap. Let's bring Miriam in for a chat. All right. So she's a possible recruit, and in 12 days, we can pick her up. When this is done in 18 days, we'll be ready to go. We can build our field up center, though. Cost 60k. Great. Wonderful stuff. I don't think I need triage clinic. I don't take damage very often. At some point, we'll build counter intel, but it's going to be kind of a while. Field ops lets me get leverage on missions, which is nice, and I want that. We are basically out of money when this happens, but that's okay. Let's build field ops. Then when this is done, we will hire, and then of course, again, we are out of money when that happens, so we'll probably end up running this bodyguard mission. All right, so barracks complete. Okay, great. We have an open task, but not much we can do with it. We can probably install power somewhere. Actually, that costs more than that, so I can't do that. But anyway, we've got a solo matrix hack CPU spike. Again, we still have that leverage as a possibility. We've got this recruit out here. Yeah, I believe we should... When do we want to hire her? And are we going to hire her in time for this mission is basically the question I have. One thing I kind of want to do is actually run her on this mission so she gains XP. This guy needs to detox for a while, of course. But, so here's the thing, right? Let's see what our potential squad is for this mission, by the way, real quick. Right, it's this core 4. And then I could run, Sid, I could run Empyrean. But I think what I want to do is actually run the second hacker and have her gain XP. Which means Sid and Empyrean can easily go into the Simstream Trainer. But I also want to run these as late as possible, right? I want to get everything stacked up. I would actually like this weapon craft to be done as well. In fact, I'd rather run the bodyguard mission. So I think it is still correct to let time tick forward. We're going to be kind of wasting construction time, but I don't have a way around that, really. So it's just kind of the play. So I think hiring her is fine. I don't think there's a downside to hiring her right now. I can't think of a reason why that would be a problem. So, hello. We realize you're not just some street hacker. Yeah, sorry, if I'm a Cyber Knight, I run this outfit. You want to be a new hacker? Welcome to the team. Says it twice. It's kind of funny. Yeah. No, of note. Yeah, so Bender's happy because that's our face. But, hey. She'll find out on her own. We'll explain to her. Yeah, so every hand-built recruit in this game does have a theoretical individual storyline. The vast majority of them are not implemented in the game just yet. I'm excited for when they do, though. I think it'll be very fun. The story content is the best content in the game. I find them like much more enjoyable overall. And so it'll be fun when this finally happens, what we have to do about that, but that'll be fun. Either way, we'll tell her about it. So we have our new hacker. We have our new hacker, and we need to retrain her because default hacking talents, I think, are incorrect. This is way too many points in hard shell. I don't want that. 2 points packet loss is certainly very reasonable, but I'll take my respec. And I could have maybe skipped one of these talent points, or I could have simply gotten a single point in packet loss. It doesn't really matter here. Ultimately, 2 charges is important. Getting the damage is important. I think, being here at 3 is fine. At 4, I get to get the AP cost, and then maybe the duration, and then 5, 6, and then 7 goes here. It is possible, by the way, to get 1 point packet loss. You just don't get this duration node, which gives you 3 turns of overclock. This gives you 4 turns of overclock. I know the number here. Don't worry about it. It's +1, because they will say things like remainder of turn, and then, remainder of next turn, and then it'll say, like, 2 turns after that. Anyway, so, yeah, we could have dropped this node and gotten packet loss, but, again, we're going to move toward 0 interrupt. And since I think... you don't absolutely need this node here, but I think it's worthwhile. Anyway, this like works out for me. This lines up as far as I'm concerned. So she's trained. Until he runs a mission, we're not going to train him. Until she runs a new mission, we're not going to train her. These guys, yeah, so level 10, by the way, of note, level 10 is sort of like the first soft cap on character XP. It's not like a cap in any way, really. But essentially, level 10 is the breakpoint at which XP per level really increases. Like you can see, right, we're going to need 500 XP per level at this point. And it's only going to give me 1 talent point. By comparison, right, this is like 250 XP per level. And in fact, this is 100 XP per level. Right? It's like, oh, this is 100 XP for 2 talent points, by the way. This is 500 XP for 1 talent point. Oh, well, very clearly we should go rush towards, these levels. Like even here, right? Going to level 10 is still 2 talent points. And so even though it's 500 XP or something, I think to level up here, you get 2 talent points, so it's not even that bad. And yeah, it just kind of works out that way. So you can see, right, level 6, 750, level 7, 250, right? Going from 750 to 1,000, only 250 XP. And you can see here, there's another 250 XP to get to level 9. Or I guess another 250 to go to level, yeah, right. Level 7 costs 1,000, level 10, or level 8 costs 1,000, level 10 costs another 500. So it's only 250 per level, which is not too bad. And then suddenly it's 500 per level, right? So, 250 per level from here is not too horrible. Obviously going to 4 is 300, going to 7 is 750. 450 XP for, 3 more levels, not too bad. But again, then it slows down. Okay. I don't think there's much else to say. I guess what else is to say is we're going to keep detoxing and progress towards the bodyguard being offered. Right? That makes sense to me. So you've been detoxing. That's great. Let's keep detoxing people. Let's sort by stress. Obviously, you're busy. I think we can de-stress you. That's very reasonable. Somebody's going to be busy with a mission, right? Like, this is due in 7 days. This one's going to be due probably in the same amount of time, but we don't have time for it just yet. And we're only at 40, so it's fine. We'll detox you. It'll probably actually stick this time, finally, for real. I think I've sent in this bench like a million times so far. Hype limit break. Yep, because her hype jumped up. We can upgrade her loyalty above 60. We can upgrade her stats. Will seems pretty useless. I think we'll just go for loyalty so that her limit breaks are a little bit easier in the future. It's fine with me. Still need to run that at some point. I know. There we go. Influence limit break. He is selling level 2 weapon mods. That is what I hoped we would get somewhat, and we did. That's great. Don't need to trade a favor. I'm happy with level 2 weapon mods. And that means that we don't have money for it. If we look at our pistol bodies. Oh, I thought we had other stuff here. I could have sworn. Huh. I am confused by that. That wasn't buying, right? That was selling, right? Oh, it was he buys mods. Oh, that's actually huge. I misread it. He buys level 3 for his weapon mods. That's actually great. We can actually do something with that. So here, blueprints. Show me weapon mods. Yeah, I'm not going to use this ever. So here, you can have it. Give me 14k. Here, a scope for a sniper that I will never use. Here, give me 23k. Unfortunately, it was only those. I don't have any other weapon mods, but hey, I made some money, and if I ever get some more, I'll keep going for it. But okay. Yep, it's going to be... Let's keep detoxing. I actually could have waited a little bit. Yeah, so we're going to send you to detox again. I have a little bit of money, so what are my future upgrades going to be is basically the question. I mean, cold storage is when I have money I can do it, but that's not going to happen for a little while. Barracks I could upgrade. I think going for more barracks room is actually very reasonable. There's actually only one more recruit that gets offered to me directly, so it's not that important. I have this, which is going to matter at some point. I think this is going to require leverage, so I will grab these two at the same time and then use Underworld Hub tokens. Hacking Station, I think I'm willing to try to level, so let's do that. Let's go get our bodyguard mission generated. The Charles Crawl. Okay, there's going to be a very large mission. It's got an orange host. It's actually got 2 hosts on it, which is going to be a little bit tough for my low-level hacker, honestly. There's a chance that I don't bother with this. I'm not sure just yet. I might just say, if the host is yellow, I'll do it. If it's orange, I'm not. But I do really want the optional loot. I'll have to think about that a little bit. I'm also getting low on money. I want this one to be done. So I think it is correct to let time go forward. And then as soon as his craft is done, run the mission to make money to build the next one. And when that mission is done, do the double leverage stuff here. I think that'll make sense. Okay, let's go ahead and... Hacking Station is getting partially completed. Great. Before I forget, let me go ahead and buy the leverage here for the Matrix Snoop. 10k, great. Since I have nothing else going on, I might as well use my leverage here. This does not seem very useful. I'm not going to bother with that one. Yes, unfortunately, Bodyguard does not have great hacking station options. So, unfortunately right now it's useless. That'll change at some point. Field Ops will actually be an improvement. Detox level 3, that'll be nice. Yeah, he's not going to get upgraded for a while. So I think we'll leave. Well, I could invest in the barracks, as I said. I think that's actually functional. 7k 4 days, sure. There we go. The pistol is done. The field op center is brand shiny and new. We can prevent one security escalation, which will be fun. Locks the next escalation. We can get a bunch of move points at the start. We can push it back by 2 days. We can go here and get slightly different things. We can still do the escalation stuff, but we can get bonus crit chance. Right. So for our loot, our raid, we can get bonus crit chance. For our bodyguard, we can get bonus move points. I don't think I generally need... Actually, the move points would be pretty valuable. I think I probably will take it, honestly. I think one escalation is also reasonable here. This one I think is going to be relatively easy to play through. But I think I'll actually grab these. If I remember. I might not remember to use them in the mission itself, but whatever. Let's just use the tokens. Okay, so... the squad for this mission, right, like actually, is going to be these 4, right? Oh, actually, I forgot I need to like sell her gun and stuff, because you're not going to do this crap. Let's grab Dade's stuff. We're going to send them... Oh, and the cyber deck, of course. Change deck. We need to unequip the deck. Okay, you need to change your deck and equip this. Okay, great. We could probably sell one of these, right? Like, we could probably just sell this outright. And probably should, actually. I should have done that sooner, but it is what it is. This one's a bit injured. This one is not. I think we just suffer through injured decks for now and just sell for money. Oh, interesting. They sell for the same amount? Or is that a bug with one of them being injured? I'm going to wait, and I think it's a bug with one of them being injured, and I will repair one first and then deal with that. That's what I believe to be true. We'll see if I'm wrong. Regardless, you need to put your actual gear on, though. You are not going to be using the big pistol because you're going to be busy hacking most of the time. I'm going to sell you. You're going to equip this, though. You're going to hold on to... You're going to sell the first aid kits. I'm going to sell the HE grenade. You're going to hold on to a shock mine. Actually, instead you hold a crush grenade and a smoke grenade. You can wield some armor. I'm going to sell one of these. Great. You're chilling like that. So you're equipped. And I think my Cyber Knight, is he pissed? Is he gun heavy? Not really, no, right? We took a little bit of move speed. I guess we're not really melee heavy except for some move speed. So the question I have is who's shooting the guns the most? I think it's actually him because everyone else has actions that like has talents that cost action points. So I think he is the gunner. So we're going to remove mods. We're going to grab the new pistol. And notice that, like, if I compare, it's just like, well, we'll start here and then compare here. It's like, oh yeah, 9 more base accuracy thanks to light damage. Huge. 2 more max range, which doesn't matter a ton, actually. The noise matters, sure. But the 60 extra damage and, 9 extra accuracy? Yeah, really, really awesome. So we're going to equip you. Put on the things. I'm not going to go for the body mod unless I really need it. But yeah, I have 84 base accuracy now and 205 damage. Compared to 75 base accuracy and 145 damage. So yeah, it's like more than 1/3 more damage and plus 9 accuracy. Just like, yeah, this is clearly very, very good. It's clearly very, very good. So he's now going to be a pretty useful damage guy, which is cool. I know I said it's going to be like fairly melee heavy on this character, but that's why I went for a neural accelerator and not the targeting computer or whatever. You can get... you can come with display link and get some like range accuracy and crit chance. I think this is probably like the best generic, like the best one by far if you're gonna play with pistols. But I want to try to use swords when I could. Anyway, so I don't believe waiting longer is better because okay, here's the other thing. I know who the core squad is now, right? These are the 4 mercs, which means the other 3, right? Empyrean, Grifter, and Gerard are sorry, Empyrean, Grifter, and Gerard are free, right? They are able to do things which is a mix of going in the trainer and running legwork. And realistically, I want to get this legwork done. So we're going to start with... Oh, we've actually got 3 of them now. Wow. We've got 3, which means I'm going in the trainer, and it just is what it is. Which is fine. We're going to leave the trainer open as a result, but detoxing is too important right now. I could try to kick him out of the detox after, like, one of these missions, which seems acceptable. Actually, yeah, right? We're going to, like... Okay, yeah, okay, I know what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go in order of importance. We have a risky business move. Okay, there's a German overboss named Herr Schweinchen. He imports, and he'll be in charge of distribution. So we're looking for imported Warner Braun weaponry. And we can just say no, or we can ask about some questions. So, what's the demand? Wants to get too close for comfort. So, what's getting imported? Personal defense weaponry. With mods as well, and I mean, that's good. Yeah, so power level 3 weapons and weapon mods. Yeah, so that's actually really useful. I think paying market price for weapon mods is very worthwhile and very good. So legwork. Obviously, red gold is important to the core squad, so I will send Grifter, who has a slightly better chance of succeeding. And it's going to take 2 weeks. Okay, so he will be part of that one. Great. We're going to wait on this for now because we can delay this one if we have to. So I'm going to talk with you because this is basically due now. And so, legwork-wise, I can send Empyrean and she has a chance. It's not going to be the highest chance, but I think it's okay. So we can send her on it, and we'll do the best we can. And then we can at least talk to you and say, hey, what, you know, who could run this? How would it do? So obviously that's not going to be possible here. But here we can send Gerard. Again, he's not going to be great at it, but again, I'm not having red gold. I mean, so I could, right? I could say, yeah, you know what? Let's bring the understudy in on the missions, but I would just rather have my higher power guys overall. So yeah, Gerard is going to be the guy. And now that I have 3 legworks in flight, and I do not have room to send anybody else anything else, we're going to go to the Underworld Hub. Boost legwork chances 1. Boost legwork chances 2. If I wanted to use tokens to get a new mercenary, I could. And so now our chances are a little bit nicer, right? This is up to 83%, this is up to 80%, and this is actually 100%. And the nice thing is, these are due in 7 days and change. These tokens might come in time and allow me to boost these again, depending on how the game wants to handle the timing and things. Here's, you know, fingers crossed, hoping that I can do that. Unfortunately, a token being generated is not a automatic pause event, so it's honestly pretty unlikely I'll get it, but, you know, it'd be cool if I could. Worth noting, if I upgraded this building, I would get a 3rd max token, and it boosts the chance from 20 to 25% each. Okay, still a very, very long episode. Money is a little bit tight. I probably want to put in the pieces for the next upgrade then. And, okay. Workers are all busy. We'll build counter intel at some point down the line. We have basically no space for anything else to do, right? She's the only person left. Level 3, but she's with the A-team. And that means that next episode we'll be running the Charles Crawl. We'll be getting some money from bodyguarding, and that will hopefully allow us to afford the next upgrades down the line, primarily building our next pistol, which I want. Now, one thing I didn't do, but I could have looked at, was what is a bare bones SMG going to cost me? It's only 42k, which means I could probably scrounge up the money. And it's also only 3 days. But I think I would much rather start the other Raptor sooner and have that be what I'm spending my money on. Even though I could have, you know, 12 hours ago, 18 hours ago, whatever, probably sold a couple of files, a couple of accounts, something. In fact, like, these are literally sellable right now. And I probably could have gotten myself enough to make this happen. I might decide off camera to do so. You'll see this is going to be busy if that's the case. Anyway, long episode, of course. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.